for tuning in to Just Being Melanie. Just Being Melanie. Hey, welcome guys. Listen, today we are going to be making some chocolate bombs. Now, I had never heard of a chocolate bomb before. Like, what in the heck is a chocolate bomb? But it kept popping up on my TV screen, and I think I was getting a sign like, Melanie, you need to make chocolate bombs. And so I said, you know what, we're finna make some chocolate bombs. And I am so excited, y'all. I really enjoyed this project. And when my husband came in, let me tell y'all something. Let me get a sip right quick, hold on. You know, he had the nerve to say, that looked like a professional. Baby, I am a professional. Your girl figured it out, and I absolutely love this project. It was easy. Remember, if I say it's not hard, it ain't hard, okay? This was so much fun, and I wanted to show you guys. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Wait a minute. Did you subscribe? Click that subscribe button right now, baby. Let's go. We are going to start with chocolate and vanilla flavored almond bark. And what we're going to do first is to just cut it up into sections. And now we're going to use a shredder, yep, like the shredder you cut cheese with. And we're going to shred our almond bark down into bit-sized pieces. This was so therapeutic to me for some reason. Now that I'm done shredding the chocolate almond bark, I'm going to do the same thing with the vanilla. All shredded up. I got a little bit of vanilla in there, but it's okay. See, that looks like mozzarella cheese, doesn't it? Now we're going to boil some water on the stove top. And I took the boiled water, which please be careful if this is what you're doing. I'm a little clumsy. But you take your boiled water and you place it into the bowl. And I put another bowl inside of the boiling water. And what this does is trap that heat or that steam, and it helps to melt the chocolate really fast. I have seen some videos where people have melted the chocolate inside of the microwave. To be honest, I think it's just a personal preference. It took about 2 or 3 minutes for the chocolate to completely melt, and what I did was continuously stir the chocolate until all of those shreds were liquefied and it was just completely chocolatey. Nice and melted. Okay, so here I have my silicone molds. I actually have this one and this one. And we're gonna start with the half spear. And my chocolate here. Make sure it's all cleaned out. And then you're going to take your chocolate. As I'm filling the chocolate into each of the molds, I only place about a tablespoonful. I do not want to fill each one to the very top, and you'll see why in a second. Now this does not have to be perfect, but we want to be sure that the chocolate goes all around. I probably put too much. I think I put too much. You want to be sure that the chocolate covers the inside, the base. Y'all, I'm talking like I know what I'm doing. Watch out, Martha Stewart. So I'm using my spoon and just making sure that the chocolate is spread all around each of the circles. This one got too much in it. As you can see, I put a little bit too much chocolate in a lot of these circles, but listen, I need to taste my chocolate, child. I want to know. I needed to be filled up. But that is honestly not the way to go. Trust me. Remember, as I'm doing this project, this is my first time actually doing it. I always want to do my DIY projects on camera for the first time. I don't want to do it and then try to make it look perfect and all that kind of stuff. And then, no, we're going to try it together. And that's exactly what we're doing, guys. Here's a close-up of the chocolate. And as you can see, like, there are spaces that need to be filled. Like, for instance, that top one is filled completely. But then look here where that orange, you can kind of see the orange bleeding through that chocolate. Make sure the chocolate is covering the circle completely and you don't see any of that orange. Once they are all filled and covered completely, I'm going to pop them in the refrigerator for about 5 to 7 minutes. We will be completing the same process that we did for the chocolate almond bark. Now we're going to fill the white chocolate into these molds. Remember, y'all, this is my very first time doing this project. When I saw these molds in Hobby Lobby, I believe, I thought that they would be pretty cool to try. And one thing that was different from the chocolate was I needed a lot more white chocolate with these molds. I had to go back and melt more white chocolate because these particular molds did require a lot more chocolate than the first molds that we did. Once they're all filled up, I'm going to pop them into the refrigerator the same way I did the first set. Now it's time to take these bad boys out and fill them with some hot cocoa and marshmallows. Now, I did notice when I was looking at other videos on how to make these hot chocolate bombs that you had to be very, very careful because the chocolate is extremely thin and you don't want to break it. In which I'm going to admit I did break a couple, but it's okay. So what I did was take this white plate and put it into the microwave so that it's really warm. And I'm going to place the chocolate onto the warm plate so that it melts on the edges. And I'm going to fill my chocolate with the marshmallows, some hot cocoa, and a couple of those chocolate morsels. Is it morsels or Marshalls? Y'all know what I'm talking about, chocolate chip things. You put the chocolate chips in there with some hot cocoa. And remember that the outer edges, they're really wet and gooey. So it makes it easy to stick the hot cocoa, the top and the bottom together to connect, if that makes sense. So here it is again, guys. I'm gonna take it, press it down on to the plate for a second. Okay, now that it's all nice and juicy, I'm gonna do the top and the bottom, and I'm going to fill the circle with some marshmallows and some chips and a little bit of the hot cocoa. And you're going to take that top part and put it on there like so. And we're gonna, it's like glue because it's kind of wet. You see? Look at it. Boom! Hot chocolate bombs. Now on to our next molds. Now these did have to stay in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. I thought I could do it in like 5 or 10, but it did take a little bit longer because they are a lot thicker. So I have to gently pull them out. It looks like a candle, guys, doesn't it? But I pulled them out gently, and I was really scared when I was pulling because, I mean, I didn't want to break my little bomb. But these were a lot thicker and a lot less fragile than the chocolate ones that we did. But look, it came out perfect. I love it. On a few of the bombs, they were a little, you see those dents in there? I think that's because I did not fill enough chocolate, but it still, all in all, came out nice. Now with these, we're going to fill the inside of the mold with a little of the chocolate that we used earlier. And now we're going to use a straw from our hot cocoa bar. If you haven't checked out my how to build your own hot chocolate bar, go ahead and check that out after you finish this video. I cut these straws in half, and the chocolate helps it to stand up because, you know, it makes it a little bit stiffer. And I'm going to add some marshmallows in here the same way I did with the chocolate ones. Look, it turned out so nice. I love it. But we're not done though. I took some of that warm chocolate that we used to fill those white bombs, and I just placed it on top of the circles. And you know, you have to be really gentle with this because these are a lot more fragile than the white ones. But you see, this provides like a little sticky area for me to be able to take some of the shredded white chocolate and put it on the top, and see, it allows it to stick. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the little red sprinkles and place it on, and voila, how cute. Now for the perimeter of the white chocolate, we're going to use a little bit more of that melted white chocolate and just put it on the edges. And I did that just so that the marshmallows could stick on the outside. And voila, I love it. Look, y'all, it's so cute.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time.